I own this adventure and I'm the owner of this adventure. Say like the robot or the robots or with the laser light, if the laser light is visible or invisible, or the robot with their superhero powers, or the robot with their magic. Say like the robot run for president. You feel me? And like no matter how many robots come on the main robot or then robots, have a robot running for president, have another robot running for governor, and running for mayor. You feel me? And then say like the the election, say like the robot run for president or run for governor or run for mayor. They gonna win. You feel me? And then when the robot run for president in an election, it's gonna outsmart the person who is going against in the election on the real, and they ain't gonna know it's a robot. And it can talk and do everything that a real person do. He can open up his mouth and talk and everything, and like a real person on the outside and be a robot inside, or like a real person on the outside and be a robot inside still, but looking like a real person inside. You ain't gonna be able to tell it's a robot on the outside or the inside of it. You feel me? And the people, and then it can turn to different races. On the real, turn to males and females and stuff. Or they like the same race and turn different races. And you can be president for 5 years or 10 years. When you president for 10 years, then the robot gonna win and become president. And it's smart itself. And the robot being there and outsmart the opponent in an election, who else trying to come be president and outbeat him in an election. If it's the president election, or if it's the governor election, or if it's the mayor election, the robot outbeat it, and it be president, and then do stuff for people and stuff, and a lot of stuff gonna change. And the real person inside, and the real person left, real person outside, real person inside. We'll do that, and then then the robot when it come president, in order to do the work and everything ahead of time on his own. And then the robot have more than one real name, make up a fake name, and a fake social security number, and a fake age for the robot when it was born and stuff, and fake birth certificate. Then have an inside person put it in there and turn it into a real name, real birth certificate, and a real security card, social security number on the real. Then the robot have a name. Then after then the robot do 5 years, and then go back to the election again. He's gonna be robot. He's gonna be president for another 5 years, for 10 years, and nobody ain't gonna be able to get through. And then after that, it could change the one robot, or I got a different robot, or the main, or a main robot, or not the main robot, or a different robot on the real duel, or the one robot could change into another person at the time up, and then run in the election again on the real, and have an election, and one will get it, and the robot will get it, and the robot with the new name, new social security number, and new social security everything stuff, new name, and more name put in there for the robot, and then change to a different person, or the same area or a different person, and then run an election again and be in there for another 5 years, and then another election, and then be in there for another 10 years and over. It's gonna be like a cycle. And then whoever the person is going against trying to be president too, gonna lose. Because the robot is real smart. On the real. And then ain't gonna never be no real person as president or as governor or mayor. No more. You feel me? Because the royalists and the all the stuff is gonna outbeat them every time election come up. On the real, and then it's gonna change the royal stuff and have one robot working for the Congress. You don't know it's a robot. Let a real person outside, let a robot inside, and let a real be a robot inside, let a real person, let a real person, another real person inside, and be smart, and then they handle the job like as a real person that will be president will do, or better, way better. I mean better, way better. On the real. And it still is, to me, if you think yourself or don't think yourself. On the real, and then have another robot be or a person, real person, be vice president, or have another robot like a different person, a female robot, or a male robot, another robot changed to a female or a male, be vice president. On the real. And then you look at a real person outside, and on the inside, like a real person on the inside, and a real person on the outside. Then they win the elections. On the real. Every time election come up for the president, president election, then A stuff, or a governor election or a mayor election, and then ain't no limit to how many robots come out the main robot, they Googleplex or over Googleplex, or how many robots come out the other robots, Googleplex or over Googleplex in 1 second, or come out the main robot in 1 second. 2. You feel me? And then have it be in every city, every state, and every country, every city, every state, on the real, and have run for governor, and run different ones, and then they win the run for governor and run for mayor, every city, every state, on the real, and they'll win in the election, governor election, mayor election, on the real, and the president and the Congress stuff, and then it changed the world. Then the robots, we let a real person outside, a real person inside, or be a robot inside, let a real person outside, the male or female and stuff, and then they have his own country, and be the king of his own country, and be the prince of his own country, or the king of his own country, and prince of the country, and everything and stuff too, overseas. Here in the United States stuff too.